Welcome to Bullshit TV. Today, on today's docket, is the mass shooting that happened in Virginia at one of the universities. As it was reported Sunday night going into Monday morning, I believe. I could be vice versa. It could have been Saturday going into Sunday morning. But I just want to report it was another mass shooting. And again, we're dealing with this issue of gun laws being held too loosely and shootings in our schools. So, as we all know, that this platform is to talk about to come up with ways where we become a better society uh, and a better country because of some of these policies is not being held up to the highest standard. I just want to start off saying that he was a black guy and he is right now allegedly the suspect that they are looking into for the incident that happened on the school bus. I guess it was some college students. They all wasn't sports affiliated. It was just a normal field trip that everybody went to this certain college and they just do field trips. So, and along this field trip, it was 3 to 4. So we're going to say several former and um, recently active football members on this trip. So somewhere between the return to the campus after their field trip for the day, it was a shooting that occurred on the bus. So, like I said, the first thing I want to acknowledge is it is a black guy. So I don't want to downgrade what happened, but I don't look at it as a mass shooting. But the way the definition in the Webster Dictionary is when two or more individuals is being struck in incidents of gun violence. So it is defined as a mass shooting. Why I don't think it's a mass shooting is just like the everybody else want to keep putting out there is this black on black crime. To me, it looks like black on black crime. It looked like two individuals that wasn't getting along and something happened. There's a couple things that's being reported that it was a hazing incident with the alleged shooter. I'm not very clear on who was the hazing against, and if anybody knows what is that doesn't know what hazing is, it's basically a form of bullying or um, a form of you know how they say gang members have to be jumped in. That's basically like some of these college organizations, basketball, football. It might be a little bit of bullying going on so you can be accepted, or that's just some of the shit that you have to do to become members of this organization. But sometimes the hazing over the years has went overboard and people dying, people getting actually hurt in these hazing incidents. But I don't know if it was the alleged shooter or the people he shot. But the only thing that I can get clear about what is happening is again that someone was shot. They had a report of the shooter. The alleged shooter was already in the incident maybe a month or so prior, speaking up on the gun. Okay. If you already had something prior going on with him alleging saying that he had a gun, it's reported that he didn't make a threat like, I got a gun, I'm about to go get my gun, I'm about to shoot you. It was just he was making it known that he had a weapon. Whatever the incident was, I'm not sure, but I guess the follow up, they seen he was no threat. But I have a problem with that, and this is when the NRA should be out here talking to people about this gun violence, because three unnecessarily deaths happen because of these loose laws, and policies are not being followed. It's not strict enough because of this incident. So I'm not sure if the shooter was legally owning the gun or if it was one of those throwaways. I'm not sure, but it was a statement made. So why wasn't thoroughly investigated? At this point, you say something like that, and what's everything going on? You have to be the consequences have to be much harsher. You don't just let it go. And I'm hearing that he wasn't cooperating with that investigation. I don't know how sure it is, but um, it's a little stuff that's being coming out because I guess they want to make sure everything that they report is as accurate it is because they uh, learned from the Uvalde shooting, and we all know what happened. They reported one thing and come to find out something else happened. But from what all I can gather from all of the videos that I have watched on YouTube and the articles I've read, everything, the few consistent things were it was a shooting on a bus, it was a mass shooting, it was a hazing incident, which I don't know if the shooter was doing the hazing or the people he shot at was hazing him or bullying him. And there was a report that the shooter acknowledged and made a public announcement for, I guess, whoever was in ears reach to hear him say that he had a gun. So I don't know how this incident still happened from that incident that happened maybe a month or so prior. How was this incident even not even dealt with? If he had issues, because like I said, it's a very little amount of info that is out now. So I'm just reporting on what I see, and I'm just giving my opinion. If it was an investigation, how did this particular shooting happen still? So that's the shit I'm talking about. We need his gun should have been taken from him, because now words can be rather threatening, definitely into situations of school shootings and just gun violence across the United States. But it's bullshit. I think this shit could have been avoided. He should have been suspended, in my opinion. Like I said, I don't know the complete backstory, even if he was bullied, if that is accurate. Um, Killing somebody or shooting someone is not the way. It is not the way because now you just throw away your life. You was about to, the shooter is going to graduate this year. His birthday is coming up, and now he's in prison because of the lack of awareness that the United States has for this type of issue. They're not fixing the problem, so the problem always going to be arisen on a day-to-day basis. I want people to understand. Do not get numb to this and not getting used to it. We need to pass these laws and get this shit restricted, get mental health, because he could have been going through a mental health thing and he just went loose. And again, I have to keep saying it was an incident prior to the shooting. So how was this still able to occur? Go ahead and put your comments down at the bottom. It's really deep to my heart because it is a black person and people already look at us in a certain way, and this doesn't help at all. But like I said, it has to be reported, and I have my opinion on it. But it happened. Allegedly, what's being reported, it don't look good for him, and I'm not covering up for him. I'm not trying to make any excuse, but this is the thing that we're talking about: is people with mental health issues that don't need to be owning a gun within a certain time frame. There's people with criminal backgrounds that um, that don't need weapons. So, but it's still happening. So unless we do something about this, it's going to continue to happen. And I want to just put the most positive wave of vibes to the people that was there, that was innocent bystanders, and anybody that's going through some sort of PTSD because of this incident. And y'all just need to learn to love each other and be able to just try to get past y'all differences with words. No matter how, I guess, how the words come out, I'd rather have a heated argument, something hateful being said to me, than for an incident that has to end up with somebody losing their life. So whatever y'all got for me, put it in the comments, and I'll talk to y'all later.